No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
We'll do it live. 10 p.m. Sunday night, May 31st. Welcome. The Q-Tang Clan is live. With me is the crew. You know what, you guys? Last week, I made a claim that it was our 20th show. I went back and counted because I'm a fucking neurotic nitwit. And today is our 20th show. So, I mean, this is considering the past of this show or the history of anybody's shows, getting to 20 shows with the same lineup, constantly progressing. I think I sent you guys numbers of the views from last month to this month, and it's fucking crazy. I can't believe it's got to this point, you know, and it's it feels good. You know, despite all the haters, what we talked about with Frank last week, despite all the haters, man, it feels good. And I just want to say thank you guys for being a part of this for the last 20 episodes, and on to the future. You know, I feel like ever since you guys became a part of the show, it's trended upward, and I thank you guys for that. You know, do you we'll consider this a state of the union. Do you guys? I mean, how do you guys feel? Is it all mutual? Is everybody feel good about where we're going and what we're doing?
Listen, I wouldn't be sitting here if I didn't. That's the thing. Like,
yeah, that's the truth. Because we're not getting paid, and you know, we're not knee deep in sponsor royalties or anything like that.
Yeah.
But still,
well, I mean, we'll eventually get there. You know, we'll get
Right.
that. We'll get that $1.55 paycheck a month. It's coming. But no, absolutely love it. You know, I mean, nowhere else I'd rather spend my Sunday night. Sincerely, like, it's enjoyable, it's fun, and you know.
Yeah, we had a few things to talk about this week, and what was it, Jeff? Like Wednesday or Thursday, we were like, let's do a fucking show right now.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I was you were game, I was game.
I was just sitting there laying in bed like, screw it, I'll get up, let's go.
Yeah, it's but I didn't want to ruin anything for Sunday. You know, it's like wasting your load early and everything. Yeah. So I'm glad we got to save it and save it for Sunday night. But yeah, 20th show. This is I'm happy this incarnation is doing it big because I like where it's at. I think we all vibe well together. We got great feedback. You know, we got we've had great guests. Matter of fact, I made a playlist on YouTube. So if you guys want to go to the Gangster Ripple YouTube channel, there's a playlist of just shows we've done with guests. So it's getting to the point where things are stacking up, and from here on out, it's like, I don't have a name for it, but it's like this.
That's it.
So that's it. Congrats, you guys. Congrats to the fans of the Q-Tang Clan and the family of the Q-Tang Clan. Obviously, that's Greg and Hammer Q's and Mama Spank and everybody who comes up to me at car shows and says, "You're the guy. I've seen your show. You know, that's good stuff. You know, I don't know shit about pool, but you know, they watch because you know, obviously, I'm around and." Once you request me on Facebook, it's like you get the Q-Tang Clan AIDS. The clips start coming hot and heavy from here on. But that's about it for jumping on my soapbox and doing a State of the Union and shouting us out for the 20th show. Our very own Jeff Martin has some big news. He had another good weekend, you know, playing pool.
Yeah, wasn't bad.
Moved on. He played to the second day of the tournament, you know, which is outstanding, you know, because it's an absolute fucking circus. We were talking about this before.
Yeah.
It's an unnatural act. You know, you think you play pool and you play pool against people, but when you go into a tournament, it becomes a whole other circus.
Yeah, I mean, we're not talking, it's not like this is a small potatoes tournament. I mean, these have got, we're playing in tournaments with some of the best pool players in the country. Like,
There's some
you're
names
not,
in there, yeah.
yeah, I'm not being hyperbolic when I say that. Like, I mean, you've got your Rob Saez's and you've got people that are in that level and better. And so you're playing with real players, and it doesn't matter what their Fargo is. You're there, they're playing, they're there for a
Yeah.
reason. And it's not because they're nice. Had a decent showing. Lost 2 matches, Hill. It happens. I mean,
Yeah.
unfortunate. I
It's
mean, unfortunately, when the first match I lost, I was on the hill first. The guy hadn't won a rack yet, so I was just dreaming of Vegas and the Mirage, and then all of a sudden, everything goes sideways, and it's Hill, and I just lose.
yeah. Welcome to
Second
pool.
match goes Hill, and there's a dead 3-9 combo lined up, and I've just got to make the first ball, and it's on, and I just miscue.
Ugh.
And it's like, shit, there we go. So,
And then on the drive home, you're just replaying every shot.
yeah, 100%. But one of the more interesting things about the pool tournament this weekend is, and I don't want to beat too much into negativity and stuff, but it was, I believe, the first tournament that Thomas Haas has played at since all hell broke loose.
Since Dumpgate.
Since Dumpgate, yeah. So it was his first tournament out, and it's brought up a few interesting things. Overall, it was a mixed bag with people's reactions to him showing up, especially because he was a late addition to the flyer. He
Yeah.
wasn't on there. I think it was the night before or 2 nights before where his name popped up, and it was just kind of interesting because his ex was also there, so that makes things even more fun. But so it was definitely awkward. He definitely didn't feel comfortable. You could tell just when he walked in, it was just like kind of silence and like a
Yeah.
weird kind of. He wasn't comfortable walking in, and you could just tell that things were a little odd, and that's normal. But he did go the second highest blind bid, and you could tell what people were thinking when the auction. The first blind bid went to the person it went to. It was a lottery winner on the high side, so they were dropping a game, and they're always pretty much going to go. They were a good player anyway. So the second blind bid starts out, and people are debating whether they want to get involved with because they know who they want to pick, but they're debating. Wait a second, do I
Yeah.
really want to do this? Do I really want to do this? And finally, finally it just ramps up and goes, and he gets picked. But he goes 2 and out, and you have to feel that he goes 2 and out because you got some guilt in you. And we've all played pool where we've slopped in a shot or something, and the next ball we just completely dog because you've got
Yeah.
a little guilt in your heart because I shouldn't have made that ball, and you just dog it, and you kind of feel that's the way he was. And players' reactions to it from conversations I was in, overheard, it was a lot of people were very happy he went 2 and out, and it was a big screw this guy, F him, don't want anything to do with him. And then there's the flip side to it of, yeah, he is grown, but he is young, and we've known this kid forever and talked to him and had multiple conversations with him after the fact, and he is just legitimately torn up and guilt ridden
Yeah.
and ashamed and hates it. And I don't know what's in the man's heart, but you kind of hope that's the way it is, and that this can be something that everybody in pool learns from, and that people who think about doing this going forward can look at this situation and go,
Oh yeah.
if we try this, bad things can happen, and most likely will happen.
Everybody thinks they got the foolproof plan until it blows up.
Until it blows up.
Yeah.
100%. Which brings me into another little interesting tidbit of things that were brought up on social media locally. Someone in Memphis got air barreled for $6,000 over the week or 2 weekends ago.
Now just explain to everybody what
Air barreled.
yeah.
They went into a match with a bet, and the guy didn't have the money. He was firing.
Yeah,
Oh, my backer's on the way. Oh, I've got it at backer. Blah blah blah. It doesn't happen. Money never shows up. The guy does take his pool cues in case and everything, and is holding on to it. But he kind of blamed the kid, and this was a kid that air barreled him, continued to play on a local pool hall's stream table, and they the owners, who knows what they know, don't know, doesn't matter to me at this point. But he got upset because they let him continue to play, and apparently he was still gambling with other people, and he got upset at the pool hall as well. So it comes to a question of, well, are pool halls and tournament promoters, do we want them to be in the middle of these situations? Do we really want them policing this stuff? Do we want them saying, hey, Thomas, you're banned from our tournaments and pool halls, and this person air barreled someone, so you're banned off of someone else's word? Is that their job? Because I don't feel like really they should be involved in this stuff. I mean, this is stuff that has nothing to do with them. If somebody did
Everybody
something
wants
scandalous,
in on anything.
yeah, if somebody did something scandalous in a pool tournament that you're running, and fine, yeah, sure, you should probably ban them. But a pool hall getting involved with two people's bet, I don't even know if that's legal.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure that's actually fully illegal, because you'd be facilitating a bet where it's illegal to gamble to begin with. So I don't know. It's just why are we begging as grown adults to have people police our betting? Like, just money on the wood makes the bet good. Stop letting people, whether you think they're good or not, stop letting people show up without money. Protect yourself. In God we trust, all others must post.
There's those of you who have seen The Gospel, Color of Money, there's a great scene in there where Paul Newman is teaching Tom Cruise how to hustle, and one of their first matches he's playing a guy with a tracheotomy hole, and he doesn't want to beat him because he feels bad about it. So Paul Newman tells Tom Cruise to dump, and as he's dumping, Paul Newman leaves because he doesn't want to fork over money. So he leaves and leaves Tom Cruise there to fend for himself.
Mm-hmm.
And he loses, he dumps, and the guy goes, "Where's the money?"
Mm-hmm.
"My backer has it." "Where's your backer?" So yeah, it's look, you're saying people do dumb shit. I don't think we outgrow it. I think we just do it less and less. I'm 46 and I was doing dumb shit up until yesterday.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm gonna do some more dumb shit tomorrow. I promise you that.
Yeah, it's I think if you respect pool and you respect the art and you respect the sport, you'll leave that shit out, because getting called out for that shit and then getting blacklisted and having to deal with the whispers and the stigmas, it's just not worth it. For you to put the time in to hone the craft that we need to have in order.
Especially when you're one of the best pool players in the
what do you need it for?
Yeah, you can just make the money. You can do it outright without a problem.
Where's the respect for yourself at that point?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's it for your weekend. That's all you got?
Yeah, no, it was a big shout out to Moneyball Productions down out of Mississippi. Hot Shots Billiards in Byron, Mississippi, just outside of Jackson. It is, man, you ever get a chance in the area, go there, have some fun. It's a different place. It's probably a 60-year-old cinder block building that is a shack, basically. Yeah. But they've got 9 diamond tables and 9 diamond bar boxes inside that are taken care of nonstop, in great shape. People are fun. Action's good. I mean, they were playing, a couple guys were playing a race to 8 for 500 yesterday. Stole a tournament table to play it. And they turned it into a different game, a race to 8 for 500. And it was every time they took a shot on the pool table, they stepped away to take a shot from a bottle of Crown. And, listen, and these weren't kids, this is a 60-year-old man and a 45-year-old man doing this. Like, there's action. You can have fun. And they take care of their customers.
That's what's great about the country, is if you travel around, this is enough, or you just like to go see the world. You can always find a place to play pool.
Yep.
And that's what I like about somebody like Miss Tam.
Man, so cool.
She's
almost at 700.
Yeah, 700 pool halls, and she documents every one of them. And if you can learn anything from that, it's exactly that. It's that there's pool halls in Vietnam and everywhere else you can think of, and especially throughout the country, whether it's a bar box at a lone VFW or a pool mecca like Griff's, or like even rail yard, or things like that. There's always a spot you can go get a table and shoot your balls.
Yep.
But the thing about, I'm sorry, Diana, what was it?
Oh, no, I was just going to say,
I
yeah,
thought you.
there's a pool table anywhere and everywhere, and as soon as you walk up to the pool table, somebody's going to be like, you're 3 feet away from a table, somebody's going to be like, hey, you want to play a game? And it just starts there.
Yeah, that's all you need.
A pool table is the biggest facilitator, or
facilitator.
It's the biggest bracket between two people to become friends.
Yeah.
It is the easiest way to make friends in the entire world.
Or punch each other in the nose.
Real close.
And just to put a side note on it to it, whenever you're doing tournaments, you could be playing and you can be practicing for 10 days straight on the same table that you know that the tournament's going to be in. As soon as that tournament starts and you've been practicing on that table for the last 10 days, and you've been on that exact same table for 10 hours practicing just for that one tournament, as soon as that tournament starts, your mentality is in a completely different place than it was in the last 10 days, 10 hours, and 5 minutes. Because as soon as that tournament starts, your mentality goes into a totally different atmosphere. It's something you prepare yourself for it, but you don't, but you do, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Because you're prepping yourself, and you're like, yes, this might happen. But as soon as that tournament starts and that first rack hits, you're in a different space and a different mentality and a different headspace. And you're like, okay, I can do this. Wait a minute, I didn't practice for this. Oh, shit, I didn't practice this shot. And it's right here. God damn it.
The natural competitive juices take over if you're a competitive person. I mean, shit. I can compete with somebody on lacing up their shoes, and it's just who you are. And if you value sport and you value competition, you have that place that you can go to. But you can go round and round the world and find different pool halls, but you got to stop and taste the culture.
We have some Vietnamese pho. Really? Yeah. No. Okay. Right, so this is our first taste of culture in the Brentwood, Essex. Okay, so I want to welcome Max to his first taste of culture, and Jonas, Susie. Have you watched any of our taste of culture sessions?
I watched some, I think. First of all, Sarajevo.
Yes, Sarajevo.
Yeah. What's been your favourite one so far?
I don't know. Vietnam.
Okay.
Because
Vietnam.
I like pho.
Oh, you like pho. Sadly, no Vietnamese pho today, but we have lots of sandwiches.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Is she the most fucking unbearable thing you've ever seen in your life? Her laugh bothers me. Her face bothers me. It's the more stories I hear, she really bothers me. I'm counting down the days till Bruin Capital says, you know what, you're gonna be the ambassador to fucking closet space, and we're gonna have you putting in garments and hangers and all that. That's your job now. Who takes 100 selfies of themselves over a weekend?
Bruin Capital's going, wait a second, we just gave these guys $200 million?
Yeah. Why?
What? Hold up.
Yeah. So they can go around and purchase cloth companies and strong arm ball companies into making balls for them. And
I don't know if they strong-armed anybody, because I think they just tried to strong-arm somebody and it didn't work, so they had to go to a backup plan real quick.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I guess we should...
I was just going to say, we know 2 people that messed up sequence.
I mean, we knew this was coming.
Yeah.
When I'm pretty sure we surmised this at Premier League Pool.
We called this here. The second they switched to
Just
CPBA,
CPBA. Yep.
we knew Dynaspheres was coming. Because they
Maybe not
like
Dynaspheres specifically, but we knew Aramith was on the way out. It was a given. And then we had it confirmed last Sunday. After the show, I think we had it confirmed that it was a switch. And then I think Tyler on Monday made the post.
Yep.
I think it was Monday Tyler made the post.
That was the first instance we started seeing.
And then all of a sudden we had a 2-ball that looked like an old 7-ball, and
this is good because we'll show this on camera because I was one of the first Dynasphere player reps through Championship Billiards when they first came to the country. So this was one of the sets I repped. This was their high end set. This is the Dynaspheres Platinum set.
Yeah, look at that. That 7-ball looks familiar.
Yeah. So here's the 7. Here's the 2. This is what basically what they swapped the colors on. So there's the. I swore I'd never show the 2-ball again on this show. So there's the 2-ball, and then here's the 7-ball.
Yeah. And
so this is now in this set. This is what the 2-ball is. Yeah. So if you played with this set before, you're right off the bat you're confused, and they've all played with this set because it's one of the top 3 sets.
Jason Shaw. 2 players did it. Shaw did it, and someone else did it, and a player stopped him. Who?
Barry. The owner,
well, Barry did it. Barry did it as well. But
it was Robbie Capito.
And the player stopped him from shooting it.
Yes. That was probably one of the most man up instances of sportsmanship you'll see ever in pool.
I'm gonna call him a moron. I'm sorry. If you're shooting the wrong ball, I'm letting you do it. I'm gonna sit in that chair like I'm Shane Van Boning and you're Lucas. Or whoever it was that shot the wrong ball at the U.S. Open. I'm going to sit there dead silent until it's a foul because we're professionals. Figure it out. But it is ludicrous that, come on, guys. Why did we make the 2-ball that color?
Yeah, the one thing they bitched about on the Aramith Black set was the fact that the 4-ball was pink and the 5-ball was purple.
And
4 balls are notoriously purple. 5 balls are notoriously orange.
I don't understand I still don't understand how that set came to be. I swear to God, they just made a mistake in a die run and said, let's go with it.
It was shot for TV because people film in pool, and I can attest for that.
No, but I don't get why they made the color swap because if they would just have swapped those 2 ball numbers, the ball set would have been flawless.
Well, that's why they made the revision pack, which is always sold out. They made an orange 5 and an orange 13.
Yeah.
$75, you buy that, and if you want to replace that in your set, you have that opportunity. Or you can just buy the standard Aramith set, and it comes with the same balls, just the original color.
I like the black set though. I still love the black set. It's one of my favorite sets of balls.
They used to have that Cyclops set, and it used to come with the money balls, where it was a standard 9-ball, and the 9-ball, the 9 was huge and black, and they had the 10 and the 8 the same way. You like to see that difference in your money ball, and it, especially the way the 9-ball game flies by. You want to have that target that this game's done when I see that different colored ball.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a very smart thing. And I do like the ball set's grown on me over the week after watching it. I get them not switching back the 4 and the 5 though, because if they would have switched the 4 and the 5 color back to the way it was,
now we're fucked 3 times.
Oh my God, the amount of mistakes. And it would have been comical because, hey guys, we finally gave you what you asked for and none of you can figure it out. Because that's what would have happened. And it would have been great. But I understand not doing it at this point. You are basically pot committed to having the wrong color balls.
I just think it's absolutely hilarious. Out of all people, it was Barry that was one of the ones that shot out of sequence. Barry, the president.
Barry shoots out of sequence the chirps who change the ball colors.
But that once they make the mistake and people start coming out about it, that's when you have these people step in with the shill. That Barry interview where, I think they were great bull set and the top. And
There
he
was and
stammered his
they had
words.
like 3 or 4 players. I think Darren was on board with it.
FSR.
But I think Darren's played with Dinospheres forever as well.
He has, yeah.
So, and outside of Darren, though, I think FSR, they kind of looked like he had a gun held to his head during the interview a little bit. Like,
that's exactly the point.
These guys they don't really care that much. And I don't think Jason wasn't happy about it. No one was really happy that, hey, we flew over here and you just dropped a new ball set on us that none of us have ever touched.
On top of shitty conditions, here's a new piece of equipment that you haven't played with and that you're not going to get adequate practice time to fuck with and learn.
And on CPBA cloth that is slicker. It is slicker, faster than anything else on the market.
Yeah,
basically. I mean, it makes Simonis seem like you're playing on snooker cloth. I mean,
because it's treated. It's meant for high use. A lot of people put it in their pool halls because if there's a drink spill, it's not going to completely ruin the cloth.
Right.
You know, Simonis and Andy cloth and the Predator cloth. You know, you drop a little bit of water on there, you're going to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like the championship cloth, the CPBA. It's meant to be used.
And speaking of trash conditions, James Leone, the owner of Buffaloes, just a little while ago made a post on Facebook. Hey, Matchroom, for the Buffaloes Classic every year, I rent a restroom trailer just in case. Just in case you have the King of Squirrels working for you and he decides to take the urinals off the wall for the entire 5-day event. I also rent 2 extra 5-ton AC units just in case some of mine fail a little. And people complain it's a little hot. Lots of places down south plan big events during the winter months because they scared the AC won't do the job. What? Hey, Buffalo's taking a swing away at Emily. Love it.
This is their MO though. This is she's only going to venues where it's for free.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you that when she wanted to, you know, have a place, it was X amount of dollars because it's in the hot months of England.
Yeah.
They're having record-breaking heat wave. Not to mention that they're always humid. At one point, I think it was 90 degrees, 90% humidity, which is those of you who lived in humidity, you know, fuck everything when it's humid. You know, it's your life changes.
Pool tournament this weekend. I mean, it was 85 degrees and 80% humidity at 11 o'clock in the morning, and we're just getting going.
Yeah.
So it's the way it works. But we've got AC and fans, and we're feel comfortable. We got 100 people in a 150 people in a 6,000 square foot building. Like,
you're fine. Telling me they couldn't get a fucking porta, even if they wanted to be completely cheap bastards, they couldn't have got a porta-cool in there.
Something.
Put it in the corner.
Something.
I felt so bad for Tyler. He looked like he was just like his arms, like right here, how red they were. Just his muscles were probably just squeaky and.
Man, he's from Wisconsin. I know it gets warm in Wisconsin. I get it, but those Wisconsin kids aren't out there in that heat nonstop like that. They're used to 6 months of 12-degree weather, and man, that's brutal.
You know, getting back to the ball thing, it's I think we all seen that post from Frankie Hernandez talking about the conditions and here's new equipment and you can have 5 minutes of practice time because you're in a group with just poor conditions, the new equipment. What makes me upset about the Dinospheres thing is that I know Dinospheres. I know that that's a company who is proud of their logo. Here's one of the racks they give you in that set, and it's that logo. They put that logo on the balls. You know, that was their thing. To see Matchroom come out with this set, WNT on the ball. The balls look like Predator balls because they got that tri-bar,
Yeah.
viewing system on the numbers. They look like exactly like Predator balls. And it's the ultimate irony that they have the fucking Aramith black 9-ball. The rest of the balls look like fucking Predator balls. And now it's like Dinospheres. Okay, you can have the logo, but it's only going to be on the cue ball. It's like they force people into these things that take away from what they do. They signed with my buddy Roy in the Magic Rack, and they changed the Magic Rack. It's like, okay, we need it gray, we need it thinner, we need it just for 9-ball because that's all we do.
What was weird about the Magic Rack scenario is that they were using the Outsville rack.
That fucking dryer sheet.
They were using that, and they said, "Hey, we like your rack. Magic Rack, make us this." Like they said, "This is what we want. We want the Outsville rack, but we want you to make it."
Yeah.
Like that is just shiesty, basically. I mean,
as an inventor and as a creator, I can see where someone like Roy or like Dinospheres is like, okay, this is our chance to jump into the spotlight. You know, Aramith stuff has been ruling the roost for God knows how long, since the dinosaur days. Here's our chance to jump to the front of the line and get our product seen. Oh, but we got to change it. You know, Roy's doing the Magic Rack for 15, 20 years. Now it's his chance to use it in the big spotlight of the big game. You know, I understand them wanting to put their product in there, but it's like now you got this fucking psychopath with huge teeth, clamoring to change it. It's like those girls where they'll go to date a guy and then they'll mold him into something else. Like, oh, you should really go back to school, or you should really wear polo shirts. You know, it's that shit over again.
And we all know exactly what happens the moment you change. Well, why did you change? We liked the way it was before.
Of course.
That goes both ways.
We liked the way it was before.
That goes both ways. As soon as you turn them into a wife, you say, "Why are you so boring now?" That goes both ways. So we can go back and forth about that. As soon as then you're like, "Oh, you used to be fun." Now you just sit at home in yoga pants.
That could be the quote of the show. We were talking about this before. Emily is like so abrasive and upfront with all this stuff, and everywhere you turn, you know, she's taking selfies. Oh, the new ball just came out. Let's celebrate it with selfies. The UK Open is out. Let's celebrate it with selfies. Oh, we're gonna do the World Pool Masters again. How about some more selfies? Have you ever seen Kareem for one single fucking minute take a selfie? Or the only time you see him is when they're panning the crowd and he's sitting with somebody else. At the end, you'll see him briefly hand the trophy to somebody, or most of the times he'll be in the corner and let somebody else hand the trophy to somebody. It's like there's a guy, you know, the money's always good there. The event places are always good there. And here we are in the situation with these conditions. And the person who's running it is so upfront and so forward about how everything's great. People behind her back are just, you know, saying no, they're not. And then she has her people saying, "Oh, yes, they are." They're it's like a battle of Democrat and Republican. It's so fucked up the way it is.
You're playing pool on a basketball court. That is terrible. And I don't mean that in just the fact that you're standing on a hard floor or whatever. I don't care. That sucks to begin with. Basketball courts are springy, man.
Not only that, they're sticky. So if you were to like adjust your heel a little bit for a better shot, you'd have to like purposely move your foot to make
it's a weird. That's got to be a weird play. I've never played on a basketball court playing pool. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That can make ball. I have this weird feeling that it doesn't make balls act differently. Do tables act differently on that kind of a surface?
You could potentially move a table if you really got to climb into it.
I don't know.
It could slide.
I'm just thinking of the court and the balls, and I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm way off. I don't know. Doesn't seem like a good idea.
Yeah. Also, out of all Emily's selfies, She says she respects the game. Why is she sitting on a table? Why is she taking a selfie sitting on a table? No, you don't respect the game, bitch. You're sitting on a table. No, no. You're done.
She got tore up in that post on Facebook.
Good. She deserves it.
I don't. The comments were very. I don't think she. Yeah, she probably won't do that again.
Yeah, I'll never disclose what little chats I have with people in this game, but I posted the picture and I said, how fucking disrespectful is this? And quite a few people who are way above us in stature in this game felt the same way, the exact same way. And I've owned my table. I got a custom Olhausen. I've owned that for since I've only 8 years now. I've never fucking sat on it. I've never knelt on it. I've never stood on it. It's not because I didn't have an opportunity to. I can go do the fucking the Macarena in the middle of this thing right now if I wanted to. But I respect this game too much, and I respect everything about what a pool table is and the pieces of equipment that go with it. I'm not gonna make a mockery of it by sitting on it.
And before people say, "Oh, but what about the players jumping on the table at the end of a tournament?" Guys, that table is getting broken down, disassembled, and shipped somewhere else, and re-leveled and put back together and made sure it's perfectly fine. Like, who cares? It's not the table that's going to be sitting there for the next 3 years with people playing on it. You can jump on the table at that point. You've won a tournament. It's getting disassembled and shipped.
And when a guy who's 120 pounds, maybe.
Yeah. Well, even if
that's at the end of the tournament. That's at the end.
Yeah, even if it's the whole Moscone Cup team, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, the people that bought it are going to pay $1,000 to $2,000 to get it reassembled and put back together in their place. Like, it'll be okay. Yeah.
All right, let's. There was some pool being played. I don't want to overshine.
Eventually, we eventually got to some pool. God.
The only thing. Look, we'll jump into the knockout stages.
Do we want to start at the knockout stages?
Yeah.
Or do you want to start at the final 64? Because I've got a fun stat for you here.
Well, I was going to go to the 64, but one thing I wanted to bring up just briefly about the opening stages was we all seen AJ Manis and how Emily Fraser calls him the icon, AJ Manis, a kid who just got a pubic hair last week, his first one. They jam him down our throats as the icon, as the next great Asian player, but they fucked themselves because they put him up against a junior named Max Benko, who we've seen in that clip of Taste of Culture. And he kicks the shit out of AJ Manis. I think he beat him 10-5 or 10-5, 9-5.
10-5.
In the opening rounds.
AJ is apparently sicker than AJ shouldn't be there, apparently. He was very, 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 very sick, apparently.
Josh Filler got rid of his cold finally, and AJ caught it.
And AJ grabbed it. So that, whatever. It happens. Still, I don't, it sucks.
Yeah, so what do you want? You want to go into the round of 64?
Well, I want to start with saying this format's crap.
Yeah.
I agree.
You should have it double elimination until 64. You should not have it single elimination start at 128. And I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't have single elimination start at 128 right now. So there's 64 matches in the round of 128. 37 of them were 10-5 or worse score lines.
Yeah. And those include Barry Hearn and Gale Force, the fucking radio guy.
I mean, and 10-5, I think you're probably at 30 matches that were 10-4 or worse.
Yeah.
Which it can happen. You know what? You're going to get some even in the 64, you're going to get some skunkers where just things really go someone's way. It's going to happen. But 37 times to double people up, these guys shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be making money getting blown out of the building like this on a consistent basis.
There was a lot of omissions, a lot of big names who just didn't see the need to go, and we all love John Mora. He was the smart one. He stood back and had a vacation with a beautiful girl. I don't know if it's girlfriend or whatnot, but
SVB and Scott Frost were at VNEA in Vegas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Scott didn't even want to go. Like, come on, guys, you can't get your commentator to go there. Like, that's how bad this was. These guys had to have the idea in their head, because it's not the first event that's been held in this venue. They knew it didn't have AC.
Yeah.
Pool players aren't dumb. Some of them are, but they know.
Yeah, why put yourself through the torture? That's why they didn't have a Hanoi this year.
Yeah.
It's because after the debacles, why put yourself through it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have to start at 128. We have to start with one match in the 128.
Go ahead.
Steyer versus Moritz. I'm not going to say it's a signature win for the year or anything, but it's close. It's a much needed win for Tyler.
Yeah.
Coming off of last year's Moscone.
Because that's the darling of Moritz is the
one of the
Krause
darlings, yeah.
of 2 years ago, last year.
Yeah. And I mean, and he started out the match down 3-0. And he comes back to win 10-7. I mean, that's the gutsy win versus Moritz. Moritz is top tier level talent. I mean, man, good on Tyler there. Like, very good.
Yeah, and that's also good because they can very well be seeing each other again come end of the year.
And Tyler had a gritty tournament the whole way through. I mean, lost his first match. Hill was down 3-1 to a 500-ish Fargo. And the first round of the losers bracket, and you're sitting here going, oh my God, what is happening right now? This is not real. He comes back to win that match, I think 8-4. So, he puts 8 racks to 1 on the guy, and then he gets through with ease in the next round. But man, good on Tyler. Got to give him credit for gutting one out in terrible conditions like that.
Being out of your element, being uncomfortable.
Yeah. The new equipment, new balls, 90 degrees inside, hot, humid. Forget
Jet lag.
Yeah.
What was his route home? Because, wow, 1 minute he was there, and then the next minute he was home with Margaret. It's just, wow.
It doesn't take much time. The flight to Europe, the flight over there is so easy.
It's probably 8 hours for him.
I doubt it's that. I doubt it's that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's 6 from New York to London.
It's like 6 or 7 from Charlotte to London, and it's 6 or 5.5 or 6 from New York. So yeah, he might be at 8.
It's over 6 hours to get from Calgary to Toronto.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
Jesus,
it's not as far as you think it is.
Yeah, and with the time change, it probably.
And I don't know. They probably have a direct flight into Wisconsin too. I bet they've got they probably have a direct flight to his place in Wisconsin. So it makes it real quick and simple.
That airplane, because that location is on an airbase, like a military airbase, I'm pretty sure. So that's probably
which airport?
In Wisconsin.
No, they've got no, it's a normal airport. It's
what's that airport called? Fuck the Packers International.
No, because when I went there for work with Predator, it was on an army base. So we had to get or it just might have been the route that we took.
That's weird, yeah. Because I've flown into I forgot which airport in Wisconsin, just normal airport.
So that would have been like 2023, I think. May, I guess no, not 2023, maybe 2022. Anyways, a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Let's buzz through some of this knockout stages. So the round of 64, I'm just going to buzz through some of the highlights here. FSR and Misko Fortunski, 10-3. FSR won that. DQH and Max Benko, the two stars from Taste of Culture.
Yeah.
DQH kicked the holy crap out of him 10-1. It's strictly a an experience thing in that, you know, DQH is obviously, he's a champion. He's been at this a decade. Let me see here. LFV, Lucas Fracasso over one of the many Germans in this tournament.
Yeah.
Oren Ivanovsky, 10-5.
For LFA.
Torsten went out in the round of 64 to Elliot Sanderson, one of the local guys.
I gotta say, well, we'll probably get there. I'll wait till the next round. Yeah, just keep rocking.
Victor Selinsky, 10-1 over one of the famous Filipinos, Ronel Nanulan. Good matchup between Josh Filler and fellow German Nicholas Dorr. Josh went over 10-8 in that.
Yeah, Josh was down early in that match, and that was a dogfight of a match. There
was a couple matches that were all, I was like, wow, he's really having a dig. Good match between Mario He and Tobias Bongers. Bonkers for Bongers. Mario He beats him Hill 10-9. My buddy Robbie Capito had a good tournament going until he ran into Casper Mäkinen, the Finnish player.
That kid just pulls out some matches.
I've seen that. He's like your other favorite guy, Emil Gangbang.
Yeah.
You see him and then you don't. He's very Jekyll and Hyde, and that's what I see with this guy. I thought Robbie was for sure. This is his tournament. I mean, he always does great. I was surprised to see him go out there. But anyway, Niels Fine over Quentin Pongers. Alex Kazakis over another Polish player, Konrad Yuzushin, 10-6.
That one surprised me a little bit. I really thought Konrad was going to take Kazakis, but there we are.
Tyler Steyer beating my lone Italian representative, Francisco Candela, 10-6. Wojciech Sekjek kicked the holy shit out of Marcel Price, 10-3. Nuyuki Oi over Felix Vogel, who's an up-and-coming German, 10-1. Pius over Ricardo Gutjar, 10-6. My other buddy Loho Sum didn't fare too well versus Oliver Zolnoki, who's playing some great pool, I got to say, lately. He's really been into the knockout rounds of quite a few things recently. Dennis Grabe over Harry Vergara, 10-7. Aloysius Yap beats the Greek freak Nick Cheptupis, 10-2. Let's see. On to the round of 32. Good matchup between Shields and FSR, just like who said it in the chat?
Yeah. Sean,
Brian said it in the chat. Yeah, good match. David Alcady sends home LFV 10-3.
And up to that point, I think David had lost 2 total racks in the tournament, and LFV beat him 3 racks.
Yeah.
So, hey, that was good at that point.
Jason Shaw over DQH 10-8. That was a good matchup.
The match before, Elliot Sanderson over Victor Selinsky.
Yes.
This might, I think it's going to go a little underrated here. This might be Elliot Sanderson's sort of a coming out party for him. He's always been kind of first round knockout fodder, if you will. And it's no disrespect to Elliot Sanderson. I don't want to sound like I'm bagging on the kid or anything. But he's just not that guy that's going to go deep. Yeah. But this tournament, he put together some wins here.
Yeah, this is I mean, because a hometown thing for him as anything.
Yeah, you beat Torsty the round before, and now you beat Victor here. And that Torsty's not a slouch still. I get it; he's a little older, fine. But Victor he's a stud still.
That's 2 solid names to put on your resume that you could be talking about forever.
Maybe this is a big building block. Maybe we see something from Elliot moving forward the rest of this year.
Yeah. Josh Filler 10-1 over Gary Wilson. Mario He playing some fucking great pool, man. I want him to win so bad. I think he's due, and he's a likable guy. He sends home Clay Okachi 10-4. Niels, good solid win over Casper, who sent home Robbie earlier. Niels over him 10-8. Here's where Tyler went home. He lost 10-7 to Alex Kazakis. Alex Kazakis. That's a solid matchup right there. That could have went either way.
And I don't know if you guys watched the match. It was so close. Like, it was closer than the 10-7 scoreline even suggests. Tyler missed a safety on the 3. He tried to lock him up behind the 6 ball on the 3 ball, and I thought he locked him up. Kazakis thought he locked him up. So Kazakis is playing safe on the 3 ball, and he makes it and gets shape on the next ball to get out. And he just apologized immediately. Like, he was trying to just lock him back up and just somehow made the ball. Like, I didn't think it was possible. Yeah. Tyler at another point breaks, makes 3 balls, and gets dead hooked. And the table's open, but the cue ball is behind the ball. And it's just like, holy shit. So he pushes out, and the safety doesn't go into play. It doesn't work, and he misses another safety somewhere. And that's it. Like, there's your match right there.
Yeah. The second you think you got this, that's when the lords of the pool game come up and grab you by the nuts and give you a little twist.
Yeah. And
when we get humbled again, we all know that feeling. I was being so good, and then,
Yep. And it was such an interesting thing watching Tyler all weekend. I sweated pretty much all of his matches that I could.
And so did he.
Yeah. Ooh, man, he was really sweating. But his level of focus and discipline on virtually everything was something I haven't seen before. It was very cognizant, if you will. It was methodical. He was thinking about everything he was doing while he was doing it. He wasn't necessarily like in a game flow, but it was, I'm extremely uncomfortable, so I'm going to focus on doing everything I can the best way possible. There it is. We're back, baby.
We're back! Man!
Been a couple episodes. We're good to go now. But he was just intently focused and thinking about every little thing he was doing to just bear down and do everything he could to get all the wins he could.
Who knows if maybe he's doing a little early work with Johan. Maybe he knows, like, I could possibly be on this team, or maybe they've communicated that to each other.
I think Tyler needs to be on this team. We'll get there at the end, but yeah, I agree. I think he might be. I think, and I've got all the new rankings updated, via my Southern math. And we've got echo.
Ooh, is it coming from me?
Yeah, I think it's you. It's us on your end.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay. But yeah, I think definitely working with Johan. I would make a lot of. You make a very good point there. I bet that's what it is. I bet Johan and him had a pretty good conversation going.
You look at the names that are safe on this team, and he might be safer than anybody. I don't think Sky's going to be on it. Billy's definitely not going to be on it.
No, I have a very good.
We got to save
it. I don't want to go because I can go for 30 minutes right now on that, and I don't want to.
All right, let's move through the rest of these rounds here. So this we're in the round of 32. Where do I leave off? Steyer and Kazakis. Big Kachi, Eklund Kachi, 10-4 over Sanjin Pelinovic. Wojciech Sexchek over a fellow Polish guy, Matus Neganaki, 10-5. Sorry if I'm butchering Polish names. Nuyuki Oi, 10-5 over Max Lechner. That's a good solid win for Nuyuki Oi, who's playing some really good pool.
Man,
he's a Hal guy. We gotta respect the Hal guys. Let's see here. P.S. Labuda's 10-3 over Marvin Asis. Jonas Soto. I don't hear any more echo. Okay, we're good. Island Boy, Jonas Soto, good win over Oliver Zolnoki, 10-8. Aloysius Yap, 10-2 over Dennis Grabe. Mr. Grapefruit kicked the holy crap out of him. Now we're into the round of 16. Shaw over Shields, 10-6. David Alcady ends the tournament for Elliot Sanderson, 10-4.
And at this point, like, you got to be thinking, man, Al-Kaid's on his way. Like, the way he's been playing this whole tournament, in my mind, I'm like, this is going to be fun. David's going to really have a good chance.
Mario, he had that good win over Claudio Cacci, and who does he get rewarded with? He runs into the filler train. Josh Filler, 10-2. Here's a matchup against super vets. Niels Fine and Alexander Kazakis. Niels Fine beats him 10-4. Wojciech Sexchek, big win over Eklund Kachi, 10-4. Miyuki Oi, 10-7 over Fabrizio Rizzi.
And I'm starting to wonder, man, is Nuyukoi finally going to get his first major? Like right here, I'm like, he's got his good chance. He's getting there.
People are falling out. You see who's left. You see Yap. You see Shaw. Filler's left. Jonas Soto over Pius Labutis, 10-4. Yap over Mustafa Alnar, 10-6. Now we're into the quarters, the round of 8.
And this is just a very overall likable group of guys. Like it's anybody but Shaw or Filler winning, and I am such a happy person.
Right. Here's where I really started paying attention to watch the matches. That this Jason Shaw David Al-Kaidi match was a fucking dogfight. Because Shaw was dogging a whole shitload of balls. Got himself down 5-2. Then David Al-Kaidi's up 7-3, and it's like they were trading dogging balls. So here's I got a clip of this match here. This is where everything changed. This is where David Al-Kaidi's up 7-3 at this point. Smooth sailing. He's got the 6 and he's got the 9 left. Or I'm sorry. Let me do this real quick. David Al-Kaidi plays a hell of a combo. And then he's got the 6 left and he dogs the 6.
The 6 ball, after making contact with the 8 ball, is going to drift towards the left long rail. And he might be able to hold position on that, being this off angle. See, that worked out nice.
Fucking beautiful.
Which one?
Yeah, although David missed that 7 ball right to go 6-2 up, he has shown enough quality and enough consistent quality, more so than Jason anyway. So a deserved lead. Oh.
Yeah,
that is incredible.
He didn't hit it good either. That was just bad. Because like he didn't even get where he wanted to be on the 9 ball. Like that, yeah. And whoever that announcer is, for God's sakes, please never have him on again.
There's quite a few cringe moments on here.
He was just. If I had to hear about snooker one more time, I was gonna just hop a flight to England and.
We need an extra English voice. Let's get the snookers guy in here.
Yeah.
So that was.
Oh, that's a brutal miss.
David Al-Kaidi's up 7-3 at this point. He lets Shaw in 7-4. David Shaw, Eagle Eye comes storming back. Then makes it 8-7. Jason Shaw. Jason Shaw's on the hill 9-8, and he plays this bank, which is. It was a soft bank. It was a slow roll, but he played it with shape, and I was blown away at this point. I know he's got it in him, but you don't really see this type of strategy moment from Jason Shaw.
Is he going to bank this, or is he going to duck and play safe?
I would have played safe.
I think he's going to bank
that's
it,
an easy save for me.
Victory in sight if he makes this one, but this an off-angle bank. You really have to hit this pretty particular.
I do like this bank shot because I think it comes with a safety as well.
Oh, delicate, soft hands, Jason. Yeah. Beautiful shot there.
Yeah, see, even if he misses, he still got him hooked. So I think it's a two-way shot. And don't forget, Jason just won the Banks Challenge with Predator in St. Louis. Like, that's a fun bank. That's a 100%.
That's very similar to the John Mora bank where he beat SVB in Vegas at Griff's. It's one of those banks where and look, Shaw is dealing with the shot clock at this point. He didn't have 5 minutes to work that bank like Johnny did.
Yeah. So and sometimes, honestly, not having the time to think about that thing can really just help you because you don't have to worry about it. Hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm committing.
Well, don't forget about that bank that Shaw made against I can't even remember who it was, but it was at the same tournament that Yap won, and everybody was talking about the 8-ball, and we all
St. Louis.
None of us were talking about Jason's bank, and I'm like, that is what we should have been talking about.
That was in the one pocket match.
No, that was the World 8-ball where Shaw just made that ridiculous 8-ball shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was great, and then Margaret tried to replicate it.
So yeah, Jason Shaw wins 10-8 over Al-Kaidi in that match. Wojciech Sexchek ends the day for Nuyuki Oi 10-7.
Such a shame, man. I want I want Oi to win just because I want the friggin' interview.
Yeah, because he's a personality, and then we talk about that all the time. We talk about
he is top tier. Him and Alex might be the two top personalities in pool, and we don't hear from Oi enough.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention like his stance that he does, or his little kick shot that he does after he wins. That's always awesome.
Yeah, he's a personality, and everybody's a fucking robot in the game now. He's like a monotone robot.
Yeah,
he messes around in interviews. He looks like he's having a good time. He's got a great jersey.
Yeah.
What else we got? Filler 10-7 over Niels. Island Boy sends home Yap 10-8. This was a good match. I watched this one. He never let Yap get comfortable. Yap never got out by more than one game. He locked him up. He had good breaks. Played good safes. Very good match for Jonas.
Yeah.
What do you see here?
Did you see the end of the match when they were shaking hands between Yap and Soto?
No, I missed that.
He hit him with the Street Fighter. No, he hit him with it. all in good fun, obviously, but man, it was funny. It was like, oh my god.
I do have to give it to Jonas. This is the furthest he's gone for a while, and I was kind of liking it. I was like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna surprise us all? But
yeah, no, I feel like that's the way. Like so many people in the last 16. That's why I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, this is so much fun. We can have somebody new up here, and it's gonna be great.
It could have been just because he tasted the culture, and he had that little extra oomph in him. He had that little Emily oomph. This sets up the semifinals, the final four for us. Wojciech Sexchek ends the day for Jonas 11-3. Beat him up pretty good.
Dominance.
Wojciech is a show pony. He's one of the Polish Mount Rushmore of players that could dominate your life at any point. And the same went in the other semifinal. Filler over Jason Shaw 11-2. Fuck. This is where at this point Jason Shaw is having a great tournament, and to be disposed of like that by the killer. Here's a clip I got from the Filler Shaw semifinals.
Cho Josephine và hẹn tất cả anh em ở trong trận đấu chung kết vào lúc là 1 giờ sáng
Everything he has is fucking clean and it's on point.
Xong rồi.
Mao!
Chia buồn cho Do. Nhưng mà tin vui là anh ta không cần phải bắt máy bay đi về.
Who would have had the balls to make that shot? Who has the fucking balls?
Một xíu thôi là một con bi trôi thẳng vào nhà dân của Josephine.
Exactly, that's what I would have said.
Như vậy là chiến thắng Trung Quốc là 11-2.
Joshua Filler.
Playing short side. The pro tip from a bad pool player. Don't avoid playing short side just because it seems scary. Play short side. It should be a thing in your head where you just go, you know what, I can play short side. It'll be okay. And it will be, because it's gonna work out.
That wasn't just short side. That was pubic hair side.
Man, I get it, but people get scared of playing short side, and do it though. You're in good shape.
Emily knows that she was on TV or being recorded or on live when she handed Josh the trophy, right?
Does she
Somebody
know?
should have panned away from that because that was just.
She smells out cameras like a Folgers commercial.
Were there 25 people there or 30 people there? I couldn't quite tell.
I don't know. If I had like a snow cone stand, I would have made $1 million.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Probably.
But why can't they get? I mean, I understand why no one wants to sit in an unair conditioned building. I get that, but why aren't we having pool? It's the UK Open. You can't find 1,000 people in the United Kingdom to show up and watch this. 500. 250.
She could have stood outside giving away free tickets, and I don't think people would have showed up to this.
It's the thing, like you need to have these events in places that people can show up to because it makes your product look better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's optics.
Seriously, bust them in. I don't care if they know anything about the game or not. Pay people $20 to sit there and applaud when you put the sign on. It'll be okay.
This is their marketing because you have to buy tickets to get in. You have to pay to watch it. Predator's free. You can go watch it for free. You can watch it on YouTube for free, and they're packed.
Yeah.
If you're growing the sport, why not try to eat after it's already booming?
And you're not selflessly growing the sport. You're growing the sport so you can make money.
Yeah, it's gonna pay off. You're paying for these events.
Their
from
business model
sponsors and shit anyway.
Their business model is backwards.
Yeah,
they're acting like they're there. They are not there.
I don't think it's the same that they're doing with darts. I don't think it's the same that they're doing with snooker, and they're thriving. Or at least you'd think from those lists.
Darts is thriving. Snooker, the players are doing good. It's not. Yeah. I mean, it's pulling in. I think roughly the same money that pool is, or maybe snooker's pulling in more money than pool, but they're paying out so much more. Here's where the difference is in pool and snooker. They're paying out massive money for the venues with snooker because they want it to look a certain way.
Yeah,
and the fans expect it to be a certain way.
And Emily ain't paying shit for the venues. For pool.
And they're paying the players more in snooker, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
One of the players, I don't think I wrote it down. I forgot. It was one of the snooker players that was playing his first 9-ball tournament.
Didn't he have a nice? He had a nice bank or
he had some good. He had some good stuff going on. Yeah.
Played with a snooker cue too, right?
Yeah. He was just more familiar with it. He had a regular pool cue with him, and he just didn't like the way it felt, so he went with the snooker cue. But he said, "You know what? The world of snooker could learn a lot from the way this is. This is so cool because the players are friendly with each other, and they're watching matches. We don't do this. We're too high and mighty for this crap."
Yeah.
The fans can just walk around and watch matches when they want. That's amazing. We want this. This is great. So you've got the old school mentality of snooker going, wait a second, these guys in 9-ball are doing something right. But you have to do it right to the degree that it matters.
I would rather them to continually throw shit at the wall and make attempts at trying new things to see if it sticks than just following this fucking model of we're just going to do the bare minimum.
Yeah. Help these guys out, man. Put some fans in there at a good venue. People appreciate it. Mm-hmm. The players appreciate fans. It makes a difference to them. It makes a difference to their sponsors. The money is there. Just help them out.
We'll see how the turnout is for this American August that we're all scheduled to have.
Phoenix is gonna be fine. Arizona's gonna be light at the casino in Yuma. The U.S. Open's gonna be slammed.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: it'll be the most white people in Frisco, Texas, in the last decade. The place is. I mean, it's literally it's nothing but Indians. Not feather, by the way. It's just
Come to my casino Indian and not come to the desert Indian.
No, don't eat my cow Indian. Like if India, yeah, Indian. That's all Frisco is. But anyway, we got a finals match to talk about apparently.
I think we lost her again.
No, she's there.
All right. We had a Mike DeShane sighting prior to the semifinals with Filler and Jason Shaw. Mike DeShane wrote that if anybody on Facebook,
we did that.
I knew it was. I got a notification that it was coming. Mike DeShane wrote on Facebook, if anybody wanted to bet the Filler Shaw finals, the Filler Shaw semifinal, he'd take Filler. And man, he got a lot of shit for it. People are like, oh yeah, I got a bridge I want to sell you. But Mike DeShane brought up a good point. He goes, Jason Shaw's an all-time great. He goes, this is a 50-50 in my eyes, which is true. On paper, he's an all-time great. But the way this turned out, it
ain't 50-50. I mean, it's probably 75-25, 80-20. But I mean, yeah, the right odds, right line. I think Shaw would be a fair bet with the right line, and he would have lost either way. It would have been a loss. But
yeah, well, I guess we just go right into the final because speaking of you're losing either way. What a finale! What was this? An hour and 15 minutes was the final.
Matchroom made a post. They ordered food when the match started. The match was over before their food arrived.
total ass kicking, and Wojciech Sexcheck is no rollover.
No, it just didn't. What do? You just get beat.
13-1. Total ass kicking, total cook.
Yeah, and I believe there was a pundit that said something today, a pool pundit. The guy said, Filler's insane when he's on. Kid is fucking dominant when he's sick and playing bad. But when he's healthy and feeling it, he's just scary.
Yeah.
Some pool pundit said that earlier today.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Me. But like, I mean, this is a healthy Josh Filler. Like, you don't want this guy. You don't want to play this guy. You want nothing to do with him on the 9-ball table. And I'm going to say something. And unfortunately, I think Carl Boyce said it earlier today as well, and now I really hate saying it. There is no better 9-ball player that has ever lived than Joshua Filler. It's not Efren. It's not SVB. Sorry, Earl. Hate it for you, buddy.
Not Buddy Hall either.
Not Buddy Hall. It's none of you guys. It is Josh Filler. There is nobody better at the game of 9-ball. And we may never see anybody better at the game of 9-ball than Josh Filler.
Yeah.
We want to start talking other games. Okay, we can. You want to go into 10-ball? We can start making some arguments. I'm not going to get down here and say 10-ball he's the best that's ever lived. 9-ball, he is.
Here's the combo. He was up. He was on the hill and he sunk to 1 and then had a 2-9 combo to end it. And even the combos that are dead in, it's pure art for him.
Michael, this final started at 16 minutes past 7. It's 24 minutes past 8.
He'll be in the bar by 9, Carl.
Maybe quarter if this goes in.
Come on! You can't play any better than that. Wojciech Szewczyk putting so much work to get to the final.
The killer. That's all you can say. The killer.
We didn't give him that name just because.
Yeah.
He just a beast. Absolute beast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's if you're fielding a team of pool players, if he's not your first pick, you have some head trauma.
Listen, I think Federer and Evan Lunda need to write Emily a thank you card for scheduling this over the top of Buffalo's, because if it was a week before, If this was a week after Buffalo's, like a full week, and Josh Filler showed up to Buffalo's, those guys would be a little bit poorer. I mean, because I think he wins Buffalo's. He's that good.
Yeah.
He is just an absolute, wait for it, killer.
Killer Filler.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the UK Open in a Q-Tang Clan nutshell. The total dominance from the Killer, start to finish.
Yeah.
Other guys had great matches, great showings, but ultimately, if you're going to win anything, you got to go through Josh, and not a lot of people can go through him. What we can't talk, we should have brought up was Robbie Capito taking out Fedor Gorst. Robbie has a great record against Fedor. I didn't think it was like that. He had like the last 7 victories paired up against Gorst. Outstanding record. I think Robbie went through Filler to beat to win the UK Open a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm. He did.
But this was just an absolute dog walking from the Killer. And
Robbie you scratch doubles with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he didn't like Victor.
No more of this hug bullshit.
That's right. We do have some new Mosconi standings though.
Let's hear them.
All right. So coming into this, we had Moritz, FSR, Sholnaki, he, Jonas, and Kachi in your top 6. Filler was down at number 10. After this weekend, we've got Filler at number 1, Moritz at number 2, FSR at 3, Sholnaki at 4. Jonas Sudas has moved up to 5th. Mario He is 6th. Eklant Kachi is 7th. I believe Jason Shaw has moved from 19th to 7th. Or no, he'd be 8th. He'd be 8th now. Sorry. Jason Shaw's moved from 19th to 8th. And from fully unranked in Mosconi Cup ratings to number 9 is Mr. David Alcady. So there's a little bit going on there. Tons of time for everybody.
If Jason Shaw didn't exist, this would be like 2 Germans and 3 Spaniards on the Mosconi Cup team.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it would be. And was not a whole lot of movement on the USA side. Torsen got some more money, held on to number 1. Lucas got some more money, held on to number 2. The flip came with 3 and 4, with Tyler moving into 3rd at $10,020. And
over Fedor.
Yeah, moving down to 4th with $8,370. From what I can tell, the typical cutoff point for 3rd has been about 30,000 for the U.S. side. So, yeah, lots of movement expected here.
Yeah, this is just one tournament. This is at the end of May.
Yeah, it's really the first ranking thing we've dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
So August will get here and we're gonna go.
Yeah, we got a big August coming up. Let me see if this works. Does that work?
Yeah.
I'm Diane. I'm just gonna mute you for a second. We're gonna end the show in a few minutes, so I'll put your mic back on if you got something to say. This is where everything gonna move. It's one tournament at the end of May. We got a whole shitload more to go. Huge August coming up. August is definitely setting the table. You know, September, October, you're probably gonna get
such a weird schedule. Because there's just nothing in June or July that matter. And we got to wait till August now. There's just no consistency with events going out throughout the year. It's not a good look. And they threatened us with the World Championship of Pool again this week. They said it was going to happen. They said it was going to happen this year.
Yeah,
they said we were having a World Championship later in the year, and it could affect Mosconi Cup ratings. From Phil Yates' mouth.
Hey, don't sing it, bring it. Just
I don't think Phil Yates is saying that unless he has some information on it. I think Like he's a professional enough not to be speculating unless he's been told something's happening, because the money is in Matchroom's bank account. The Saudis paid for it; they're just not hosting it.
Yeah.
So
And
why
next
would
year, yeah.
So why wouldn't Matchroom have it? It's been paid for, unless they just want to pocket the money, which
We did get the announcement that they're having a World Pool Masters, but that's in January. It's like we went a year without it, and we're gonna surprise you and make you look like fucking heroes. But we're just gonna announce it for the next year.
Give me the World Cup of pool back anyway.
Yeah, give me the World Cup of pool back. Who knows what the hell we're gonna have anymore? And that's the thing. What sucks about it, it's how do you plan? How do you plan vacation or how do you plan travel to these events if you don't have it? I'll just make a trip to Asia on a fucking week's notice. You can't do that.
No.
These guys got to route. They don't live around the corner. They got to route their travel, especially if they're on the cusp of being on a Mosconi Cup team and they need the money. You're just going to sit home from some of these events because you didn't know they were coming up.
You can't. You've got to go, because that's a big, like, if you make the team, it's a guaranteed 20 grand in your bank account. And listen, I'm not saying $20,000 is a lot of money, but it ain't chump change, especially for these guys who are traveling and doing everything. $20,000 can fund you to pretty much play your schedule for the next year and travel. It'll get you to 4 to 5 events, which is massive.
With the top couple guys being 30,000-ish, how do you not look for an extra 20,000 to supplement your year?
And it's a big thing for your sponsorships. There's a game within the game when it comes to pool. You're not just a professional pool player. You've got to be a business person. You've got to understand where to travel, when to travel, how to travel, and what pays you the most, which gives you the most EV back for your money spent on travel.
Yeah.
There's so much that goes into it.
All right. We got anything else? We got any more? Just a UK Open week, pretty much. The week that was, the week in balls, the week in heat.
I believe that's about it. Yeah.
That's about
we
it.
don't have. Do we have anything?
Is the Justin Bergman expedition game still going on?
Yeah. It's in July 22nd, 23rd, something like that.
And I think Federer and Shane have another expedition coming up pretty soon as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we do have things coming up next week. We've got the WPBA Soaring Eagle Masters. WPBA Masters at Soaring Eagle, I guess, over the 3rd, 4th, and 5th of June. WNT event, Mez Hill, Estonia Open. And that, I believe, is it.
I will definitely be all over Soaring Eagle. That's actually one of my favorite events. I like that one. That's a good one.
All right, you guys, let's shout out our people here. I want to give thanks to our sponsors here and our friends. No Greg in the chat, which is Diana didn't get her special hello from him this week. Thank you to Hammer Q's, Hammer Custom Q's on Facebook, Hammer Q's on Instagram. He's a friend of ours. He's working hard on getting back into competitive pool. He's building my new Excalibur as we speak. Look for more stuff from him. Good guy, very supportive to us, very supportive to the pool community. He's our buddy, and he's involved with our show. What more can we say about him? Let's talk about our buddy Greg Hogue, Red Door Den Training Center. Man, he is getting more clients and people showing up to take advantage of this deal, this 2 hours for 80 buckaroos deal. I mean, Jeff says it every week. If you don't take up this deal, you're fucking losing money.
Yeah.
And you're just giving it away. So go talk to Greg Hogue on Facebook, Red Door Den Training Center on Facebook. He's got a great YouTube channel, Red Door Den Training Center on YouTube. He's also at Red Door Den Training on Instagram. Contact him on any one of these multitude of pages that we've shouted out here. He will help you in, and that's his motto. He's got great stuff. He shows different videos now of things he's working on with people, fixing this fucking chicken wing and getting people in line, old school methods. He's not just gonna, oh, it's gonna be $500 for a couple hours. I'm gonna have you shoot a couple draw strokes and some follows and some stop shots, and that's your training session. He's gonna figure out what's going on in your game. Obviously, if he sought out help for training, you're a pool player to begin with. So he's gonna get to the basis of your flaws and your technique and your mechanics, and he's gonna fix them. That's what he does. Go look at his social media. Go look at his YouTube page and get to see all this stuff. And if you don't want to take him up on $2 hours for $80, you're a fucking moron. So contact Greg, any one of those sites. You can follow us at the Gangster of Pool on YouTube. The Gangster of Pool on Facebook is where the action is, because who would have thought that a crazy amount of people are into pool on Facebook and not YouTube and Instagram and whatnot. It baffles me to begin with. But hey, if that's where our action is, that's where we'll be. So you can see us on YouTube. We got that's where I'd prefer everybody to go. I would love it if you guys would subscribe to the page, because it is
hit the like button and then share it.
There's anything you can just these little fucking taps you can make on your screen that are absolutely free and would help us out tremendously. Talk to Hammer Hughes about being supportive, because I don't make a post that he's not dropping a like on.
I love it.
And that's what supports the show. That's what gets it out is interactions, likes, comments. Even if you want to hate on us and hate on me, leave the rest of the guys out of it. That's an interaction. Hey, you're a fat fuck and your face looks red and you're losing your hair. That's an interaction. Leave it down below. And then subscribe. So please do that.
So you can keep doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Please. I don't mind. We had Frank on last week. Me and him, you all heard how me and him started off. So any interaction can lead to positivity down the road. Man, he was such a good guest. Thank you, Frank, for coming on, man. We learned so much, which I won't get him in trouble for, but he's got such a great product. And I notice now I see the little BSN logos, the Billiard Sports Network logos on almost anything. It's different events coming up at Classic Billiards, BSN.
Yeah,
he's going after the Netflix of pool.
Him and Dunsky looking for some sponsors for the Vice City Billiards down there at Classic before the Florida Open.
Sponsor us so we can spread the wealth and sponsor them.
Yeah.
just funnel money through us and we'll fund it through different channels.
People don't understand how much that works, and that is literally the pool world.
Yeah.
We all just pay each other to do stuff. Like we just spread money around. It doesn't go anywhere, but it stays inside.
It's like you getting your credit card payment and then you take a cash advance to pay your payment with the cash advance you got from your credit card.
100%.
That's pool in a nutshell.
Yeah.
So take advantage of that. That's it. That's I had Diana's mic turned off for a second because we were echoing. We'll fix those technical difficulties next week. But that's it for our show. This is our 20th show together. So here's to 20 more and 120 more. For myself, for Diana, for Jeff, for our sponsors, Hammer Hughes and Greg Hogue, Red Door Den Training Center. Signing off. Take care. Comb your hair.